Today on FluTac, we talk about the KRG Bravo stock for the Remington 700 short action. And I'll let you know in this FluTac Bang or Bust review, is this the best budget-friendly stock out there for the classic American bolt gun, the Remington 700? Stick around because another exciting episode of FluTac, Armed Citizen Firearm Training Solutions, starts right now. Hello there, gunslingers. I'm your host, the Faceless Gunslinger, and welcome and thank you for joining me with another exciting episode of FluTac. Today, in this Bang and Bust review, like the intro says, I'll be reviewing the KRG Bravo stock for the Remington 700 short action. And I'll let you know if this is going to be a stock that we need to go to. So let's just get right into it. This is my Remington 700. Her name is Janice. And I have a Trichagon 3x12 40mm objective length second focal plane Huron, and let me know in the comments if I'm saying that correctly. Huron scope, that's on here, and the combination with this is going to be with a beautiful little cheap UTG bipod here, and this is my rifle. I've owned it now for roughly about 10 months, and I've been through a couple anniversaries of different stocks, and I'll tell you what kind of led me on this journey. So I am not, I want to say a prepper, but I'm a person who likes to be prepared. I guess I could be a prepper, but anyway, and I take it very serious about my firearms, my military experience, and about survival. And I wanted to have a long distance gun that I can use to reach out, touch potential hostile target if I needed to in a survival situation, or maybe just even hunting too as well. And I was looking for a really good design that I can use. And of course, the Remington 700 is such a classic design that's been around for a while. Now, I know Remington has some quality control issues we've all kind of heard about. And I wanted to look, and I decided to go with this. It started its life as an original Remington ADL rifle. Caliber is going to be 308 in that bad boy, and Winchester, and I wanted to have the capacity to be able to use it being magazine fed, and that's why I started looking for different stocks. I went through a couple stocks. This is the 4th generation. I had the Magpul Hunter stock and also had the NDT stock, and I thought the NDT stock was going to be the NDT fill stock was going to be for me, but unfortunately it wasn't because it developed a crack. And if you guys haven't seen that, here's a video for you what I think kind of caused the crack. All right, so as you guys can see, a little bit of abuse, just some backstory about that. I wasn't trying to get the stock to crack for the MDT. I was actually trying to just see if the gun itself or the rifle will go off by itself being dropped on the ground. It was a drop test. The Remington did a perfect job with that. It was a load around and chambers you guys saw on that and anything like that. But anyway, we are at a hot range, so just make sure you stick around because we'll be doing a couple live fire tests here very, very shortly. One's going to be, of course, the accuracy test with the stock, and also what type of gun tube channel I'd be if I didn't shoot some live watermelons here on the channel. So we'll be doing that too as well. So once again, this is a live range. Weapon system is currently clear, as you guys can see here on YouTube land. But I am in the middle of a forest here in this beautiful, beautiful country. Going from there. So a little about the MDT, or sorry, the KRG fill stock. I know how long KRG's been around. I really just came across and was just going through all the different things I could try to figure out where I can go to get a good stock to replace the entity fill stock. And I came across this bad boy. Looked at a couple of reviews. I believe just people reading about it, and was really impressed. I was able to pick this one up at eBay for roughly about a little less than $400, I believe, and it already came camoed out, which is just absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. Whoever did this, and really liked it. And it came with different. I did some more research. Came in different colors, I believe. Of course, olive drab or green, black, and of course FDE or flat dark earth, desert camo, tan and stuff like that. And I've been really impressed with it so far, just aesthetics and the way that it actually looks. And there's a whole bunch of stuff this stuff can do that I'll get into my final review. So that's enough jaw jacking. A little bit of why I wanted to transition to a new stock versus a stock with my beautiful Trijicon Huron scope, to just really have a good solid shooting package. So let's see if it actually does that. So we'll start off first with the accuracy test. The range is only limited to about 50 meters here, so we'll be shooting that first. I'll put a couple rounds down range and see how she groups. So with that being said, gunslingers, make sure you grab your eyes and go grab your ears, because it's time to go loud with my Remington 700 Janus in the KRG Bravo stock. All right, gunslingers, for today's shooting, we're going to be using Freedom Munitions 150 grain full metal jacket 308 Winchester rounds for this demonstration. Once again, just good old God's caliber here, good old 308. Let's go ahead and see what this baby does. All right, gunslingers, this is our target. As you can see, absolutely no holes in it right now, and we are about, I don't know if you guys can see that, we're probably a little bit less than 50 meters away where I'll be shooting at behind that berm there. And yes, that is a drum or a rotor that I found from a car that was already out here. Hey guys, like I said, no endorsement, so we got to work what we get, got to make do. All right, let's go ahead and put some, see how she shoots. All right, guys, we got our target set up down there. Let's see how she groups. It's time to go loud FluTac style. All right, let's see how she does. Let's go downrange. All right, let's go see how we did. Once again, we're probably roughly, give or take, 50 meters, gunslingers. Once again, using the Trichicon Heron scope. Let's go see how we did. All right, so far not bad. Definitely not sub-MOA. Definitely weighed myself for that one, but pretty good grouping. Not too bad. Got a couple stacked up in the red, once again from about 50 meters, so not too bad. So far, good job, KRG Bravo stock. So far, really impressed. Let's go see how she does against watermelons. Okay, now we've got the best watermelons that money can buy coming from Walmart here. We got her set up on our impromptu, especially FluTac design, high-speed target here. Let's go ahead and see how the KRG Bravo does against live watermelon targets. Let's go loud. Man, I'm sorry about that, gunslingers. I was expecting to put a little more than 2 rounds into the watermelon, but I guess that's what happens when you come across God's caliber. Still a lot of watermelon left. What the? Hey, what's that sound? Walther P99 Final Edition 9mm. What are you doing here? No, this is supposed to be a video about the KRG Bravo stock and the Trichicon Heron. It's not about you. You already have your own videos on YouTube. All right. Okay, just this time. Just this one time, since we have a lot of watermelon left. Okay. All right. Are you happy? Now go back into your holster. Sorry about that, guys. You know, firearms, they just need a lot of attention. Anyway, here's a result of the 308 good old round, taking care of business with God's caliber. Once again, about 50 meters. Good job so far, KRG. Let's go on and hit it and talk about my full review of the KRG Bravo stock. All right, welcome back, gunslingers, and that was exciting. I had an amazing time shooting my KRG Bravo stock. Before I get my final review, I just want to get something off my chest. First of all, I really want to apologize to you guys there in YouTube land. My Walther P99 is a very needy firearm, and especially the German ones. I don't know why. They always want TV time and their screen time, and I already made videos for it, but it just wanted to just hop in there. So I apologize about that. I'll have a talk with my Walther P99 EDC, my everyday carry, and make sure that doesn't happen again. So I just want to clear the air there, and don't want to take it away from the Bravo stock. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the final review if you guys are still sticking around here. So let's talk about the pros. Here are a couple things for the pros I have for the Bravo KRG stock. First and foremost, I'm just going to say this. This is a very durable, well-built stock. Like I said, I had a couple ones before, like the MDT Hunter stock. This thing feels tough. This thing feels really durable in your hands. I mean, I feel like you can knock down a door with this thing. So the durability, even though I only had it for a couple months now, I can tell you right now, the durability looks, it feels good. It does not feel flimsy. It's really solid. So one thing I really like about that for the hardcoreness out there, I think this stock can take a big beating and keep on licking, as they used to say. So that's one of their pros. Another pro, I'm just going to say, is modularity. So what do you mean by that? Unlike other stocks, this stock seems to have a lot more different options. Of course, you have your M-locks on the right side and also the left side of your rifle, and also under it where I have my stock or my bipod mounted at. But what makes this really cool, you have more railings down here that have different accessories, and also screws up here if you wanted to get additional hand guards or something like that on there, so you can put lasers or IR options. And I think that's pretty cool. I haven't seen this in other stocks out there for the Remington 700 that are aftermarket. So this is it's pretty cool to have that, and it's built into the system, so you don't have to go out there and modify it yourself and stuff like that for a price. That's really good. Another thing too, I mean, it has a QD or quick release here too as well. That's already incorporated into the stock. You can just use a screw and change it to either left or right hand side, and that's something I think is really cool. I think it does a really good job of just making it a very, very solid and practical option out there for us gunners who are looking for great options for our rifles and bringing the Remington 700 to the 21st century. Another thing is, I'm just going to say, the guys, for me, I love the additional ergonomics and adjustments you can make in customization. What I mean by that, for me, I particularly like for my bolt guns to have a 90-degree angle to the pistol grip. The Magpul's Hunter has like a 45-degree. I just like it because it gives me, as a shooter operator, a lot more purchase to go ahead and push back and hold against my shoulder, just get a more firm shooting space. It has a free-floating barrel, guys. Look at that, beautiful free-floating barrel, and that's just let the barrel be able to talk to the bullet and do what it needs to do to get out there and put rounds on range. And as you guys can see, shot pretty good at 50 meters. Once again, those shortcomings are probably not myself or the rifle or the Huron scope, but it's more than likely just myself. And I take responsibility, and I just get the chance to practice some more, and that's nothing wrong with putting more rounds down range. You got the adjustable cheek rest here. I had problems in before with some other stocks where if you put enough pressure on, it'll start to collapse. This does not. This thing is rock solid. They did such a good job, and it's easily adjustable just by turning the screw up and down to make it adjustable. Get yourself a good cheek weld and line of view of your optics. So good job on that too. The butt plate is adjustable for length of pull. You can take out the different spacers here. Once again, no special tools really needed. You can adjust it and make it go up or down. Let's see if I can do it to accommodate yourself, and that's something that's really, really cool. Sorry, I'm messing around with this, but like I said, it's loose, so if you want to, you can have it go up a little bit more. You could adjust the spacers and a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see if we get it. See, where you go. So you could adjust it up here if you want to, or even lower if you wanted to. I like it right center mass for me. I seem to be doing the best. But once again, that right there just shows the modularity and ergonomics and the thought process that KRG did a great job of incorporating into this rifle stock. Also too, this is still a hot range, just to let you know. I'm the only person here, and also have a burn to my left. Ammo, magazine fit, Magpul, things in there locking tight, guys. You guys can see I'm beating on it like it stole something from me, and it is in there tight. When I first purchased it, I had some issues, and the issues were really just me. I just think I wasn't accustomed to getting in there all the way, but it's holding nice and tight. So are there any, you're probably asking, so faceless, are there any cons to it? I'll say this, I don't think this is necessarily a con, but it is heavy. This is probably the heaviest stock. Once again, goes with durability, guys. The heaviest stock that I had out here, and things like that. And he is kind of heavy. As you guys can see right here, you know, she's coming in at a pretty good hefty weight for a good old Remington 700, especially compared to other stocks out there. But regardless, this is, I like the durability and the hefty heft. I think it does a little bit, I think it helps out a lot of helping control the Lord's caliber, 308 and 7.62 by 51 millimeter. So with that being said, it could be a con. If you're going to be walking out in the bush for a while, you got to be really accustomed to it, because you're going to have a little bit of extra weight that you're going to have to contend with. So just make sure you're going to be careful with that. And besides that, you know, the price point, there are cheaper stocks out there. Like I said, I picked this up for $400 or so. I'll double check right here in a second, and you guys can see the price that they have on KRG's website for this rifle, brand new. I'm sorry, not rifle, but the chassis platform, brand new. As you guys can see right there, how much it costs. So there's much more expensive stocks out there, bar none, for your Remington 700 you can get. But with that being said, though, this is still, in my opinion, a good deal. But you can get a cheap Pro Mag Archangel stock, which will probably do the job. Not as good, in my opinion, from there. Before I forgot to, you also have a great magazine release. I think they did good. This is a Pro that they put right here before I kind of forget. Live YouTube guys. So out of order here, but good magazine release. So when you're in a prone position, which I like, you can just push forward and that magazine comes loose like there's no tomorrow, by still having positive retention. So you're asking, hey, Faceless Gunslinger, we just watch you shoot all this stuff. Get to the point. Is it a bang or a bust? Guys out there, I'm telling you right now, I don't get endorsed by anybody. I will tell you this. This is a freaking banger. I love this stock. Good job there, KRG. Really good job. I think, in my personal opinion, if you're looking for a budget-friendly chassis system that's going to upgrade and bring your 700 to the next year, to the next level, this stock is going to be it, guys. This was used off YouTube. Don't know how much was used, but still, it has performed flawlessly. It has worked great. I mean, this is solid in here. I mean, the barrel barely moves. It is just a good lockup, and man, I absolutely love it. This is my go-to CHTF and prepper rifle that I have now. And KRG, once again, you did yourself an amazing job. Give yourself a pat on the back and also a round of applause. All right, guys. Hey, what do you guys think? What do you think out there? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you think that this is the best budget-friendly stock out there? Or do you think maybe Magpul's Hunter stock is maybe a little bit better of a deal, or better, more your taste? Do you even like a 90-degree pistol grip? I do. I talked about that. I don't know. Just let me know. Comment below. I love hearing from you guys. But besides that, world may be crazy, but go out there, enjoy the time with the people you love and care about. And there's nothing wrong with going out and enjoying the beautiful outdoors, especially with your beautiful, beautiful rifle. So besides that, make sure you shoot straight, make sure you shoot safe. Get out of here, P99, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I can't take you anywhere. Anyway, what I was saying, make sure you shoot straight, make sure you shoot safe, and do not be a victim.